Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while, but I reset the trip on the MPG. I had the cruise set at 70. We're going up a hill right now, so it's going to decline quite a bit. But I just wanted to see what we could get fuel mileage with, Goodyear Wrangler, like a semi off-road tire. Unfortunately, that's not going to help with fuel economy with the Silverado's 2.7 liter turbo, and this is the turbomax, so it could be different than what the first turbo was from when the first 2.7 liter turbo came out before the turbomax was released for the Silverado. So anyhow, what I'm doing right now is we're sit at 70. We're just cruising. And I just want to see what we get just cruising at 70 for a few miles here. And just kind of like watch it. So anyhow, I don't get that great at fuel economy. I've tried 93, which I understand you don't need to do. And that's because, I was running the JB4. I did quit running, and I'm no longer running the JB4. Just to kind of update you guys on that. Just for the amount of fuel costs, and the performance gains were good, don't get me wrong, but just having to take it off every time I go somewhere like a dealership for warranty work or anything that comes up. And here lately the Silverados have had a lot of software updates and stuff like that. There was one that was kind of concerning to me, the new update for the fuel injectors, which I thought was very strange to have fuel injector updates for, the spray and stuff like that and how they work. Sorry, I had to slow down a little bit here. We got a truck trying to get over, and he finally got over there, but we'll go back up to 70 miles per hour cruise. But anyhow, going back to what I was talking about, the JB4 works good, but it's only worth the money to me if you are somebody that just likes to drive around full force all the time. Because truly, the JB4 doesn't do anything until you're pretty much into it, until you're asking for more boost than what you normally would get at those RPMs, where it usually drop off. It does help a little bit with the mid-range, I would say, but with the mid-range, it's you can tell the difference, but down low, there's no difference in boost. It's mid-range and up, which is good, don't get me wrong, but mid-range being like 3,500 RPM, maybe 3,000 RPM, I don't know where it really clicks in at, but somewhere around there. And then, justifying running 93 octane and justifying, hitting your turbo with more boost than what, was, what the engine was made for. That's never good on anything. The turbo, never good on the engine. To me, it's just like you're asking for your turbo to wear out quicker, when there's, and just other thing like that. So I ran the JB4, just to let anybody know that doesn't know. I have ran that thing on a Kia K5, a Mazda CX-9, and this Silverado. I had JB4 on everything. Now, on my Mazda and Kia K5, I've also ran Race Chip, which is a little bit cheaper, less crazy to hook up because there's not as much to do. But really, it did about the same amount of power. I did not notice the difference between the Race Chip and the JB4. Maybe like into, different gears, like, up in the gear range. So like, maybe that was the difference. But honestly, driving around and getting on it when I get on the highway and stuff like that, I didn't notice much difference. So right now we're averaging 25.3. Talk about fuel economy here. And, I'm cruising at 70. Now, 70, I don't have that front air dam splitter thingy-majigger that comes on the front of this thing. I took that off. So my fuel economy would be worse because I don't have that thing in the front, because I took that 3-inch big giant thing off the front of this because I just think it looks stupid. But if you have that, you'll probably get a little bit better because it's diverting the air around the tires a little bit better versus me with an off-road tire and not having that on the front where it's diverting air around anymore. That's definitely going to make a difference. Again, these are Goodyear Wrangler. They're not crazy off-road, but they are a lot more aggressive than your standard tire that you could get, that you have on like one of these cars up here. So again, guys, 25 miles a gallon, cruising, 11 miles in, not too bad. A lot of hills though, a lot more up than down on this route. So I just kind of wanted to share the MPG and what I'm getting at 70 miles per hour with, more uphill versus downhill, driving. So right here we're pretty flat and we're gaining. So I bet if I drove a little bit longer, which I'm not going to, I had to stop somewhere, that, it'd probably get a little bit better, like 26, but it's not gonna jump up a whole lot more than 26. So anyhow, guys, have a great day. I'll see you on the next video. Again, videos on my channel don't get posted as much as they used to. I'm a facilities manager now. And then also, I got 4 kids and a lot more other things to worry about than posting videos. Life's too short to take time to do other things when you don't really technically have the time for it. So, and you'll miss a lot more in life is what I found out. So, I will take any videos I can make. But other than that, guys, have a great day. Thanks for tuning in. And I'll see you on the next video that I make later down the line. Thanks, guys.